So it does have this dude on it. And like, we have been fixating on this guy. My family calls it my superpower. It's my ability to see value in things that other people might overlook. Sometimes I go picking with my boyfriend, sometimes it's my best friend Sue, and sometimes it's my kids. But at the end of the day, it's all about having fun and hopefully just maybe making a profit. All right, well, out on the table here in front of us, we have everything from our past 2 days of shopping at George's Thunderbird Salvage in Philadelphia. We got quite a few goodies over those 2 days. And we also saw quite a few really cool things as we helped unload that truck.
Yeah.
But before we get to this, I just want to mention real quick, there is some stuff reappearing on our eBay. We've gotten a couple messages letting us know that this is happening. We know. We're doing
I'm
it.
relisting it. It's stuff that has been sitting that has not been paid for in over a week. And rather than just sell it to the next highest bidder, I'm just letting everybody have a shot at it again. You know, just whatever, have at it.
Yeah, so there are some things popping back up on eBay that we had.
And I'm starting them at that same starting bid they originally started at. I'm not upping the price. I'm not changing the price. Same rules apply. Have fun with it.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Just please
we do
pay
know
for
that's
it.
happening. We don't need a ton of, I know you guys mean well. I know you mean well.
Yeah.
But we don't need emails letting us know that there is stuff reappearing on our eBay. Anyway, let's go over this stuff in front of us real quick because it's late. Usually is late. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
You go first.
All right, I shall go first. Okay, so the first day we were there, I'm trying to think of what I got over on the first day. We kind of roamed around a little bit. Ashton was on a mission for a watch.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'll put our total spend up here. Although you paid with cash. What was our total spend?
75 bucks.
75 bucks on day one.
Yes.
Okay, so our total spend on day one was $75. So I'm gonna go over that stuff real quick. At George's, he kind of just, we put everything out there and he gives us a deal on, you know, lots of stuff. So this is everything we got for $75. The first being this tea canister that I just fell in love with because I loved the retro design. It's so 1970s. It's like 1960s, 1970s. And I just thought it was neat. I wish there was more canisters to go with it, but unfortunately it's only a single canister. The bottom does have a mark on it, but it's just a number. So I don't know.
Looks like it was done with a rubber stamp.
Yeah.
And it's just numbers.
Yep, just numbers.
2222.
Yeah, exactly. So I would expect probably to get 25 to 30 for the tea canister. It's in really good shape. There's no, well, there's a little bit of chipping around the edge, but that's mostly, I think, just the glaze chipping. It's not actually chipping
Yeah,
the
it's on the
ceramic.
inside because there's, it's right where the lid's at.
You stuck that there, yeah. Yeah, so, wait, is that actually, oh no, there is a crack. There is the beginnings of a crack, so maybe closer to 20 to 25 for that, unfortunately. It's not a like horrendous crack, but it is the starts of a crack, unfortunately. One that's been there quite a while,
Yeah.
looks like. Anyways, we got the tea canister. I really liked that. We also got a couple planters. This being one of them. I like to buy stuff. Is there still tags on here? Oh. The tags aren't actually what we paid for stuff. George, when we lump stuff together, he usually gives us a deal on stuff.
Yeah.
So, this planter just has a bird.
Like that.
Yeah, it makes me like birds. Why not? It's got a cockatoo on it. It looks like just a pink bird. And there is no mark on the bottom, but I'm assuming it's Japan. Feel free to correct me if you know otherwise. This planter would probably go between $15 and $20. It is vintage, it's mid-century, it's pretty cool. This one is just kind of an abstract white planter. It's a little bit, see if we can get it to focus. Yes. Oh, that's not even the fun side. Gosh, I'm not good at this. Okay, wait, here, let's try it one more time. All right, there we go. So this is just kind of like an abstract, fun planter. Also mid-century, I'd say. This one, again, probably 15 to 20 for this. So we got these fun little boxes. Now, I don't think these are terribly old. They're probably vintage. They're probably like made in India. Somebody in the comments suggested that these may be made in India. It's possible, but they're just little beveled glass trinket boxes. And what I liked about them, and if I can get the camera to capture this, is that they look like old windows that have frost on them.
Yeah.
That's why I liked them. That really attracted me to them.
Yeah, that definitely does look like when. That's what I was trying to look. I was trying to figure out what their thought was.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely window frost.
It's not like frosted glass. It's like actual window frost. Like when it's cold outside and the condensation freezes on the windows and starts to crackle. That's what I like. So I got both of them. There was 2 of them, so I grabbed both.
And the bottom glass is super bubbly.
Yeah, the bottom glass is bubbly. So it's just like, and the top is beveled. So it's just this mishmash of different types of glass, but it's neat.
Yeah, I think they did a nice job putting those together.
They did. I mean, they're nothing special, but I like, I don't know, it's like a nostalgia thing, I think. Because when I look at them, I think of the windows with, you know, I like it. Okay. So we also.
And what would they go for?
Oh, what would they go for? I'd say probably, I want to say $10 to $15 a piece, probably right around there, maybe like 12, right in the middle. Okay, this is kind of something we both picked up together.
I so spotted that.
We spotted it like at the same time.
So mine, but go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. So this bottle. I don't know. I wanted to say it was an apothecary type jar.
It is for all intensive purposes. I mean, that is the style. It's got the wide mouth opening.
Yeah.
It's the stop, but the stopper is not ground.
No.
It's blown. It's hollow. The top of the stopper is painted, hand painted. It's open paneled.
Yeah, rough panel.
They didn't. Yeah, they did. They polished around it. But they didn't polish down the panel completely. It's like they started to, but they never finished it.
Yeah.
Or they gave it a light polishing. But yeah, no, it's a cool piece.
It's a heavy piece, and it's cut. It's actually cut glass. And I just thought you picked it up, and we were kind of joking about it, and I'm like, no, wait a second, that's actually like a really nice piece.
Yeah.
So it does have this dude on it. And like, we have been fixating on this guy. If you know who this mystery character is and you want to let us know in the comments, please do. We weren't sure if he was a Russian czar or
I don't know. I mean,
emperor, or maybe
he could be Eastern European. He could be.
I have no idea. Yeah.
I mean,
he's got us stumped.
Purely
I feel like
shenanigans.
he's a clue to finding out where this is made.
Yeah. I mean, in any case, like, even this has got a panel scar on it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece, hand painted with the gold.
I like it.
Yep. So I'm not sure how much that would sell for because I don't know who the guy is. I have to know before I can put a value on it.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's going to be a valuable piece.
Oh, absolutely.
The quality of it, the painting, the gold, the fact that it's cut glass, it's a nice piece.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to throw a guess, without knowing any more information on the guy on the front, I'd throw a $50 to $75 value on it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a beautiful piece.
I like it, yeah.
I'm really excited about that one. Okay, also on day one, I got the owl. The owl is probably going to be hoarded for a while. I'm sorry. I saw him staring down at me. Look away. I was actually going to put him back here to watch over us as we did the video. I just really like the owl. I don't hold on to very many owls. I don't hold on to very many. But this one is one I probably hold on to. If I was to sell this, I would expect to get probably $65 for it. It's nice, big, heavy, carved wooden owl.
And she wonders why we're running out of space.
I don't want to hear it. Okay, so then moving on to day 2. I feel like I bought more on day 2, but I really only have 3 things sitting out here. Didn't I buy more on day 2 than just 3 things?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, let's talk about the 3 things I bought on day 2. Our total spend on day 2 was like $88. That's why I feel like I had more than just this.
There was a ton of stuff. Well, where's that big sculpture that you got for your mom?
I already gave that to her.
Oh. Where was the butterfly pen or pendant? That's upstairs.
Oh, you have that upstairs.
Yeah, it's upstairs in my camera bag.
Well, the butterfly pendant you guys saw, that was from day 1 actually. On the little butterfly pendant, it's actually a pendant. It's made of a butterfly's wing. You guys have seen me pick that stuff up before. That would probably sell $25 to $30. But we've got a train coming. We're gonna stop the video and we'll restart in a couple minutes. And we're back. What were we talking about? Can't remember. I think I was talking, we were talking about the butterfly pendant.
Yes.
Which you have upstairs.
In my camera bag.
I'm not gonna make you drink it though. Okay.
All the way up on the 3rd floor. My bad.
That leaves us on day 2. I'm just gonna talk about what I have from day 2, which is this beautiful perfume bottle. I somehow missed the perfume bottles the first day. There's just so much at George's that you're bound to miss stuff.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like these pieces here. Like, I saw this sitting on one shelf, and then across the room on another shelf is the shaker that goes with it. So, and on day 1, you saw this and passed it up because
it was all by itself.
And then I found this later on, so.
Yeah. So I missed the perfume bottles on day 1, and day 2 we were there. I saw this gentleman had a bunch of them out on the counter, and he was buying a ton of them, and I'm like, where did he find those perfume bottles? And I realized that they were all sitting on a shelf right next to the checkout, so I started looking through them.
And actually, it's the same exact shelf
you found that
this guy came off of.
So we just missed that somehow, and so I was pretty excited about that, and the fact that the guy left 2 really nice perfume bottles in there. But the funny thing was, he was buying this vanity jar that had been at George's for like months. I told you about this.
Yeah.
It was just the vanity jar. It didn't have a stopper. But yesterday while I was there, I found the stopper on the other side of the store, and I put it on top of the jar.
Yeah.
For the first time in months. And then that same guy who was buying the perfumes was buying the vanity jar. I just paired them together and they sold the next day, which was awesome. Yeah. Now this piece right here, he's a little wonky, but I like that about him. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. I wish I could attribute this to Thomas Webb. He makes some amazing perfume bottles. Thomas Webb and Sons is the glass making company, and some of the cameo pieces that they do are just phenomenal. This is obviously not a cameo, it just has the enamel paint on it, but I can't for certain say that that's who made it. It's just, I don't feel like it's the quality of something that they would put out, but you know, I could be wrong. It does have a chip on the rim. I don't know perfume bottles enough to say how much this would sell for. I usually steer clear of perfume bottles, to be honest, but I like glass, and I think the glass factor attracted me to these more than the perfume bottle factor. For this piece, I would expect to get more than $30, but I don't know how much more than $30, so we'll see how this does.
This one's cool.
This one is really neat. Now, this one, I knew what it was right away, even though it's super tarnished. This is actually silver overlay. So this is silver, and it's just really tarnished, so it looks black. But originally, it would have had a stopper with silver on it as well.
Yeah, this is not
the original stopper. It looks good in it, though. I mean, I don't think it looks bad. I think it actually complements it pretty well. But with the original stopper, it probably would have been $100+.
Yeah.
You know? So without the original stopper.
One thing I do like about this is there was actually a spot on here to have a monogram engraved.
Yes.
And they did not engrave it. So that helps out a lot, because when you find a piece that has somebody else's initials on it, you really have to find a buyer that finds those initials meaningful. But when your piece does not have initials on it, that actually helps.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I forgot what I was saying.
You're talking about the stopper.
It's too late, I can't even. So with the stopper, it would go probably for over $100. But without the stopper, we're talking, I don't know, upwards of $30 a piece.
I don't know. I would have to say that probably with the bottles I've seen sell similar, I would probably say it's a $45-50 bottle.
Even without the stopper, you think?
Yeah.
I mean, that stopper does complement it, but it's not the original.
The silver overlay is very ornate on it.
It is. It's very pretty.
It's detailed. It's also got design carved into it. So I mean, it's
a pretty bottle.
It's a good bottle. It's a very good bottle.
I love that it was tarnished, and I was like, that looks like silver to me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we got another
train. We haven't had them all day, and now all of a sudden we've got...
It hasn't even been like 2 minutes. All right, we're gonna stop. It's been exactly 5 minutes. We're gonna stop, and we'll be right back. Okay, it was only 3 cars.
It's like, what a waste.
Why did we even stop the video? Okay, so, oh, and last but not least for me, this beautiful lamp. I just need to like commit to buying some lamp boxes so I could start shipping lamps. But I really liked this lamp. It's kind of an Art Deco. It has this Greek key design down here. And it's a pillar. It's kind of like Corinthian type pillar. And then it's got these amber crystals, which I just thought were neat. I liked that they were amber and not clear. Overall, the lamp itself, it's just...
It screams Italian.
It's fantastic. Yeah. So this lamp I would probably expect to get $65 for. Right around there. Give or take. It just needs to be rewired, which is a project that I need to tackle at some point. Because the wire's all dry rotted. Yeah. I wouldn't sell it in this condition without rewiring it, which I have the power to do, just not the time. So, alright, I think that's everything from me. And now it is your turn.
I feel like there's stuff missing.
I feel like there's stuff missing too. I just can't think what it is.
I feel like there should be more. There should be more.
No, this is everything. Oh yeah, there is stuff missing. Like, cause I got that decanter and those glasses.
And Ashton got a baseball glove. Yeah, where's all that?
No, that's all Goodwill stuff. That's from the Goodwill haul. That's for next week.
I don't. It's there's so much stuff. It all melts together. I can't keep track anymore.
Oh, that's okay. I'll keep track of it for you.
I'm just glad eBay tells me when it's time to ship something.
That's why you're in charge of the shipping department.
So, okay. I did mention these briefly, these nice little lusterware pieces.
A shaker and a pitcher.
Yes.
I'll sell for about $28 to $35.
I do like them. They are pretty.
I like them too. They're very pretty.
And the place
There's
is
no damage on them.
And the place is so big, you really can't.
I know. And you'll find one piece on one side of the store and the other on the other side of the store. So you have to like remember, where did I see that?
Whole pottery. You know, it does not have a whole lot of value.
Unfortunately, there was a time when it did.
Yeah, but you know what? It is a pretty piece.
It is pretty.
It is a pretty piece. If it was more plain, more just lines and one color, I probably would have passed on it. But the shape of it, the color of it, it's really nice. I mean, it wants to
be on Grandma's shelf.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's,
I think my grandma does have one.
It's a nice piece.
It's worth about $15.
It's a nice piece. This adult is cute.
I like that.
Yeah, somebody
put so much work into that.
Keep her inside there.
Like
like
a lot of
little-
work.
Little house needle. What do they call that? Crochet, needlepoint.
I don't know
whatever.
what that's called.
My mom makes little tissue boxes. It's like you got the little plastic frame.
Yeah, and then you just
And then I
weave
used
it
to,
in.
yeah, and I used to make little ornaments and stuff at Christmas with it, and yeah, it's kind of neat. But
But that house is like next level.
yes, and it's hinged. But no, it would make for a cute little like trinket box or jewelry box or something on a kid's dresser or grandma's dresser. I don't know. I thought it was cool, so had to save that from George's. You know, me and my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's kind of cool though. It's a like a pressed steel, and
We're debating what it was.
I'm thinking it could have been a toothpick holder. It could have even been a cigarette holder. I don't see any indication anywhere that there was something attached.
Because I swear I've seen them as ashtrays.
And it's
You know,
possible
like-
they were.
Yeah.
They could have made. You know what? There could have been an ashtray and a cigarette holder version.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it would make sense if there was a pair
Or
of
maybe we're
them.
both completely off and it's something else.
Absolutely, absolutely. But you know, cool piece nonetheless.
I like it.
This is my letter opener with Canadian
Your
coins.
stabber.
But the quarter and the dime are silver.
So how are you gonna get them out?
You don't.
Oh.
But these
You
are
just look at
actually
it 'cause it's
these are
shiny.
actually kind of collectible in the numismatic community, in the coin collecting community. Guys like these. I worked for a dealer that collected nothing but coins that were encased in
Really?
resin.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really neat.
So, but yeah, neat little letter opener with some Canadian coins in it. I've got a couple of them upstairs that need to get listed.
And don't forget your giant thing.
There's a reason I got this though.
I know.
There's a reason.
Pull it
I
up
got
here.
this.
Let's show them. Don't break anything.
Yes, I bought the giant kettle. Okay, there's a reason I bought this. If any of y'all watch my metal detecting videos,
Naughty Dog Treasures.
at some point you'll see the.
Oh, you mean when I edit the video and get it out? Is that what you're saying?
So I went on a trip with my friend John, and we went to a place that I'm not allowed to talk about, but
It's a magical place.
it's a magical place where in the 1600s the Native Americans traded with the Europeans, and the Europeans would trade their leftover, old, dirty, rotten, falling apart brass kettles to the Native Americans.
Similar to this one.
Very similar to this one. And now I don't think this one is 300 years old, but this is definitely 18, possibly 1700s.
It's all hand forged.
This is an old kettle, and somebody painted it. There is like a gold paint on the outside of this. That is not original. That needs to, if I do
You
anything,
strip it?
it needs to come off. Yeah, but the handle is iron. The band that goes all the way around that the handle is attached to at the lug, that is iron. It does have some issues in the back, but this is the kind of stuff that it would have gotten traded. It would have been traded off, and they would have made arrowheads out of this pot. They would have made tinklers. They would have made jewelry. They would have made all kinds of stuff, utilitarian things that they would have taken this thing and made from it. They would have even taken the iron handle and fashioned things out of the iron as well. So I felt the need to save this, because I think what I may do is I may build up the inside of this kettle, and the display that everything is on right now will probably sit right on top on the inside of this kettle. And I'll figure out a way to have it just hang somewhere in my office with this stuff sitting on there displayed. So I don't know. It makes for a nice, nice piece. Value on it really is in the scrap metal. Condition of it is not something that's going to bring you high dollar amount. Somebody may want it for a planter for their front yard, but other than that, it's brass. It's like $2 and change a pound. So, and there's probably about 10 pounds. There's probably about $20 worth of scrap brass there. So, but it's not getting scrapped, so don't worry. Okay.
All right. Well then, I think that concludes our haul video, except for the stuff we forgot, which we're forgetting stuff.
I know there's stuff.
I'm sorry we're forgetting stuff. I know we are, and you guys are gonna tell me about it in the comments. I don't know. It's late.
It is. It's very late.
But
I'm cranky and I'm tired.
Yes, you should go to bed while I edit the video. I guess this is it. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm not sure what we're doing tomorrow yet. I don't know what video is next.
I don't know.
We'll have fun tomorrow.
You skipped around.
I did. Now I don't know where I'm at. But we'll have fun shopping tomorrow. We'll do something fun. All right. I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you've spotted something that you just can't live without, don't worry. I've put a link to our Etsy store down in the description.